Like and subscribe right now and this doggo will give you infinite luck. Cops pepper sprayed their own senator without realizing he's an authority figure. Senator Miri, Barclays Center. Ryan Merino. I've been called a lot of names and accused of a lot of things by ER patients, but it's surreal to have a patient accuse me of falsifying their Cupid result because they don't believe the virus is real, as I'm actively trying to keep them from dying from multi-organ failure from Cupid. Cameron and Beach. My dad's an ER doctor. He just got off of a conference call. His hospital is cutting his salary, and everyone else's that works on the front lines, because they are losing money from non-Cupid patients. Cutting medical personnel's salaries right now. I mean, what the freak? Charlie Kirk. Burning an American city to the ground won't bring back George Floyd. Omar Al-Imran tweets. Replying to Charlie Kirk 11. Bombing 5 million innocent Muslims in Iraq and Afghanistan won't bring back the Twin Towers either. I've never been raped. Know why? Because I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like most young women. Take some responsibility. I was raped when I was 7. When I had no idea what sex was and while wearing overalls and a long sleeve shirt. Freaking delete this. This is Republican lawmaker Bob Brooks. Bob is wearing an N95 mask, the piece of protective equipment that frontline healthcare workers who are risking their lives don't have. Bob is taking a photo op as he votes to reopen Pennsylvania's economy in the middle of a pandemic. The dumb butt even put his mask on upside down. I challenge anyone to find a more compelling image of today's depraved elites. Imagine being Bill Gates right now. You spend 30 years of your life and $50 billion of your own dollars supporting humanitarian causes. You directly save hundreds of thousands of lives in Southeast Asia by providing anti-malaria netting to half of a continent. You drop infant mortality rates throughout the entire developing world by funding vaccine programs including vaccinating 40 million children for polio. And amongst a plethora of philanthropic endeavors, you fund free educational platforms like Khan Academy so people can have free access to high quality education. Then after donating half of your wealth to charity and pledging 90% of the remainder to charity in your will, arguably doing more to better life on earth for humanity than any other human being to ever live, you hop on the internet only to find a million scientifically illiterate freaking imbeciles that are using the very computers you pretty much invented in the first place to call you a child murdering arch-villain antichrist because they watched a YouTube video made by some other yokel with the comprehension of a freaking potato. Mike. Bernie Sanders should be forced to give away 90% of his birthday cake. Hashtag happy birthday Bernie. Meh. This is how birthday cakes work when you have friends. Law enforcement source. 19 officers fired into UPS truck. Could exceed 200 rounds. Action items for Bernie 2020. Thank God the cops opened fire and killed the 2 suspects. The hostage, and a random passerby, or the bad guys would have gotten away with some insured jewelry in their easily identifiable super slow moving UPS truck that was already being GPS tracked and had a helicopter following it. Crown virus update. Breaking news. At least 75 protesters tested positive for COVID-19 after attending a large rally against the stay-at-home order in Wisconsin. Salmeyer. Apparently the city of LA notified people of their negative Cupid results in a mass email, but didn't BCC anyone. So all 200 plus recipients could see the names of everyone else who got tested, which is a huge privacy violation. Elon Musk. Free America now. Ryan Wyatt. Elon Musk. If one day, my words are against science, choose science. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. 12-year-old rapper in court on felony charge. Afroamerica.com. 12-year-old boy appears in court on felony charge for selling CDs at a mall. Black Scene. USA Today 3 minutes read. Daycare provider who hanged toddler in her basement sentenced to probation. FCC has been using dead people's accounts to shill for ending net neutrality. Mackenzie Aston. Hey, Ajit pay FCC. Today my mom would have turned 71. But she didn't, because she died in March of 2016. Can you please take the time to explain to me how she made 3 separate comments in support of ending net neutrality more than a year after she died? Day 20 of quarantine. Me and the boys still having fun. This is not social distancing, unless you all live together, which I doubt. My girlfriend is currently crying because she thought the $70 she wanted to spend on adopting a koala bear from the Australian brushfires was actually going to physically get her a koala bear. Like they would just FedEx that crap to us, and not just her become a sponsor. Students for Liberty, at SF Liberty, when someone praises socialism. Bruh. Dr. Owl, at US Dotard, replying to at SF Liberty, owl expert here, ornithologist, that owl is fact orgasming. Rosanne Cash, at Rosen Cash, my daughter lives in Nashville, and wore her mask to buy groceries. Guy yells at her, liberal pez. Backstory, she nearly died of disease. She was in the ICU for a week, on a ventilator for 3 days. She cannot get Cupid. The ignorance and hatred is so painful. She's trying to survive. "50 years ago, their relationship would have been illegal." Newsweek, at Newsweek, Florida abortion bill would require judge to rule if teens mature enough to terminate pregnancy. Emily Gallaty, at Emily Gallaty, that woman is immature. Let's give her a kid. Florida. It should read, so I'm being fired. If you don't trust the science behind your chosen career, find another freaking career. The bacon sandwich of regret. Kimberly, why don't humans have a specific noise that means there are bees here? Let's leave immediately. Why are elephants more advanced than us? We do have specific noise. It sounds like this. There are bees here. Let's leave immediately. Sir Rona, at Squall of My Tweets, a kid born in 2010 is now 20. Just let that skin in. EK, at HV Moody, he doing that R. Kelly math. My body, my choice. Trump 2020. People are donating money to Kylie Jenner to help her become the world's youngest female billionaire. Isaac, at Warrior of Isaac. It's official. We are the dumbest civilization ever. Michael Minner, at Michael Minner _lab, I was advocating for vaccines to an avid anti-vax person other day who asked, do you consider yourself an expert on vaccines? I said yes. Her response, and you don't think that's conflict of interest? And that's where we are at in 2019. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald T. Really a bad news. The Baltimore house of Elijah Cummings was robbed to bad. Patton Oswalt, at Patton Oswalt. Haha, a guy who was mean to me got his house robbed. Ha 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 ha. A United States president. Flab Rangoon, at Mr. Lawson. People who were just hanging out with friends yesterday are asking why the stay-home order was extended to April 30th. Because of you. It's because of you. Wheel freak. I can't help it, my friends are fun. Lol. Catfish uploads a pic of himself by accident. Jody Avergan, at Jody Avergan. In breaking news moments like this, there should be a type of podcast you can listen to in real time, easily accessible for free. Matthew Keys, at Matthew Keys Live. Radio. You're thinking of a radio. I don't think anything that is natural can be bad for you. Gwyneth Paltrow, Crown Virus. Hold my beer. Elon Musk, at Elon Musk. Why is there no Flat Mars Society? Flat Earth Society, at Flat Earth. Replying to at Elon Musk. Hi Elon, thanks for the question. Unlike the Earth, Mars has been observed to be round. We hope you have a fantastic day. The elevator doors opened up, and a guy walked in the elevator. It was just me and him in there, and he said, I love you. And I'm not rude, so I said, I love you too. He gave me a weird look and pointed at his Bluetooth. In Thailand, it was considered a capital offense punishable by death if someone touched the Queen. In 1880, the Queen drowned when her royal boat capsized on the way to the palace. The many witnesses to the accident did not dare to touch the Queen while she was drowning. No stupid questions. How do I communicate with blind people? Like obviously there's braille, but is there some form of clicking I can do with my tongue to simulate braille verbally? Edit. Never mind, you can just talk to them. Donald J. Trump. At real Donald Trump. To the leaders of Iran. Do not kill your protesters. Thousands have already been killed or imprisoned by you, and the world is watching. More importantly, the USE is watching. Turn your internet back on and let reporters roam free. Stop the killing of your great Iranian people.